Swamiji's Leela Swamiji narrates, you will have richer human qualities like forgiving biological and spiritual mentors. I sat and scanned what all exactly happened in me after my first experience. First thing, I have become very rich in human qualities like love, caring, sharing, compassion, and courage. All the human qualities. Please understand, as long as you remember that you are just human being, you cannot become rich in human qualities. You will always be poverty in quality. Poverty in the inner space. Only when you experience a different plane altogether, a different being, when you have disconnect from the human level, you experience superconsciousness. At birth and from birth, you carry a deep anger towards your parents. You will have a deep anger towards anybody who gives you new breakthrough in your world by taking you to a different plane, by giving you either a physical body or a spiritual evolution. Understand, your parents are in a way responsible for your suffering in the birth, but you should also understand they are responsible for your great things that you enjoy in human body. It was the same way it was with the masters also. See, when your masters, when he gives you the new consciousness, when he adds the knowledge to you, when he adds spirituality to you, he takes you to the different plane. Sometimes there will be a suffering in the process. There will be that feeling of disconnection. So start blaming the master. Naturally, I started blaming Annamalai Swamigal. Understand, the master is not responsible for your suffering. Your parents are not responsible for your suffering. In a large sense, you may think they are responsible, but they are not. They are only gave you the possibility. It was your choice. In the same way, the master also gave you the possibility. It was your choice. When I had my first experience, it was such a joy. I became so rich in human qualities that the need to abuse him disappeared in me. I understood he opened a new possibility for me. It became tremendous love and deep devotion for Annamalai Swamigal. For the first thing, I was able to deeply forgive my parents for giving me the birth. I was also able to forgive my teachers. I am able to forgive everything. I am able to deeply love everything. I am not able to blame anybody. That is the first thing, great thing that happened in me. Suddenly you become rich. The other day somebody asked me, Swamiji, after spending 2-3 years with you, why do people leave? How can they leave? Why don't they keep them? Why don't you keep them? Why don't you keep them in the ashram? Or keep them with us? I tell them this is the greatness of a living master. He never hypnotizes you, he never brainwashes you, gives you all the possibility. You can leave even after 10 years. Doors are open. Any ordinary teacher will try to build things, teach things, create system and set up from which you cannot escape. But with the master, he gives you the possibility. All possibilities are open. To be in or to be out. When you are in love, you see this truth. The whole thing is built with love, freedom, compassion, and truth. When the love disappears from your side, suddenly you will see everything becomes dark. You will not be able to relate with what is going around you. Around the master and what is happening around the master. The avatar, in one of his powerful talks on master-disciple relationship, spoke of the power of the ego or identity that can overshadow one's connection with the master. He shared that our ego, our identity, our attachment and our desire are what brings us suffering. The master's works on the surgery of removing this ego, removing our identity. Not only it is painful, but it is also many a times an unbearable separation that we run away from surgery. Even the master cannot help on that stage. What the master cannot teach, suffering has to teach. We have then returned the beauty, the wonder, the miracle is the master waits for you. He understands there will, with his arms open as far as he is concerned, you had never left. The avatar finally said, where will you go? Can you go? Once you have walked into my arms, once you have entered my gates of my ashram, how can there be a separation? I am with you always, even if you are not with me. So beautifully, Swamiji explains how masters train their disciples. Thank you, Nithyananda.